or they're concerned that the pediatrician doesn't think they have enough vocabulary. Sometimes they're comparing them to other children within their family. So we're just going to go through a quick run through of what they should be saying at the age of 1. So remember, all kids are different, even among genders, among position in the family, anywhere from the first child to the last child. They're going to differ a great deal. The amount of exposure that they have to other children, all of those things make a huge difference in their level of vocabulary, language acquisition, all of that stuff. So the easiest way for me to think about 1-year-old and what they do is 1 year, 1 word. 2 years, 2 words. All that means is that 1-year-old, they should be using 1-word phrases to communicate. They should have enough words in their vocabulary to let you know the people, the foods and drinks, and the items that are most important to them. By 2 years old, they should have enough words that they're able to combine them. And now they're using 2-word phrases, 3-word phrases. They're starting to put things together into like little tiny sentences. So the 1-word phrases, what those are going to be the most important people in their lives, whoever lives at home with them, whoever they see on a daily basis. Their most important things in terms of nutrition, their foods and their drinks, and their favorite items, whether it's their favorite toys, their pacifier, their blankie, those items that they have a significant attachment to. The words we usually see more often are going to be mommy, daddy, mama, dada, brother, sister, whoever lives in their home with them that they spend a good amount of time with. They're going to be juice, apple, whatever things that they use to represent food and drink. And they're also going to be things like ball, baby, blankie. They're loveys. They're things that they like to have around them or the things that they like to play with. Now remember, just because they say the word mama doesn't mean they're only talking about their mom. That word could represent everybody else that they love or everybody to them that's like a family mother type figure in their life. Juice could mean every liquid. Eat could be food. Yum could be food. Anything like that. We're going to take that. We're going to count it as a word in their vocabulary because it means something to them. It represents an item. It represents something that they need on a daily basis. Now, we can also run into a simpler version of a word, like nana for banana. Banana's a big word. Give them credit for saying nana. At least they said something. They may make sounds to represent actions or objects. So could mean food or could mean hungry. Moo usually means cow. Choo-choo means train. So it's not the word that they're using. It's what they're using to represent something. Count that as a word. Even though it's not a real word, it's still something that they're using to tell you an action, an activity. So we also see kids at 1 year old starting to show intention at this age. They're not just wandering around aimlessly anymore. They want something. They have a purpose. They open the cabinet door because they know that's where the snacks are. They brought you their empty cup because they want you to give them something to drink. So they're starting to understand things. They're starting to know what they need to do to get their wants and needs met. They're also, or they should be, able to follow some simple directions at this point in time. Pick it up, give it to me, come here, basic stuff. When I ask parents a lot of times if their kids can follow the directions, they say, oh no, not at all. I'm not necessarily asking if they will follow the direction, it's did they understand the direction. So if I were to say to a child, give me a cookie, and he's holding this cookie, he's eating the cookie, and I say, oh, give me cookie. And he stares at me blankly. He may or he may not have understood that direction. But if I say, give me cookie, and he grabs that cookie and he runs out of the room with it, oh, he understood me. He knew exactly that I was trying to take that cookie away from him and he was not going to give it to me. That's the level of understanding that I'm looking for. I don't want his cookie. I don't need him to give it to me. I just want to know that he understood the concept of what I wanted from him. Don't worry about the behavior at this point in time. Whether or not they follow through is one thing. When we say pick up your toys and they don't do it, it's okay. We will eventually teach them hand over hand how to pick up their toys. I'm just looking for understanding of basic concepts and basic directions. So we went through words. We want them to start using one word phrases. We went through understanding, which is usually being able to follow basic directions and having a purpose. And now the third thing our 1-year-old should be doing is producing certain sounds. The sound production at this age goes with sound development. Usually when we start to talk, the first things we're gonna use are at the front of our mouth. Ba, 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 ba. Our lips are gonna come together because that's bilabials. We're putting our lips together to make M, P, B. And then later on we make D, we make T because they come a little bit further in our mouth. W's also, whoa, whoa, whoa. So those are the sounds that we want our kids to start using. It's okay if they don't say S. It's okay if they can't say R. Don't even worry about TH. We'll worry about those sounds later on. They're a little complicated. They involve a whole lot of motor structures that we don't find necessary at the age of 1 year old. If they can, awesome. Your kids are fantastic. But if they can't, don't stress out about it at this point in time. What should your 1-year-old be doing? They should be using one-word phrases. They should be able to understand some basic stuff, and they should have a few sounds in their vocabulary that start with the front sounds, M, B, P, W, maybe T and D, things like that. All right, guys, I hope that helped. Bye.